Where were your house guests living before you were able to take them into your home?
Originally in Ukraine, they were in Mykolaiv. That's where their hometown was. And when the war started, I think it was when it was 8 days in, they suddenly realised that they needed to leave for the sake of the children, left the husbands behind, and then travelled over. I think they caught 4 or 5 buses and the trains and got to the Polish border. And then must have been quite frightening for them, really, because they didn't know where they were going, where they were heading to. And then they were in an apartment with 17 other people sleeping on the floor until the Homes for Ukraine system and another lady matched them up with myself.
Did they witness fighting? I'm thinking of the children, I suppose, in particular. Did they see any of the conflict en route or as they were leaving Ukraine?
Yeah, that's why they left. They started seeing the bombs and what have you. And that's on the 8th day, they decided it's time now to leave for the sake of the children. So they packed up and left. I mean, for them, to be honest, quite frightening to leave your home, not realise where you're going to, bar you're heading in the other direction of where the fighting's coming from, get to a border with your children, try and find somewhere to stay on limited funds, and then match up with a family anywhere in the world, really, because they didn't know where they were going to end up, and then ended up in England.
And the husbands and fathers presumably staying behind as part of the defence of the country?
Yes, yeah, they're still there fighting. Yeah, they speak. I'm not privy to them speaking to the husbands, but on a few occasions I've heard them speaking to the mother and father, who are in Mykolaiv, which is quite close to where all the heavy fighting's going on. And you can hear the bombs or the rockets going over the top of them while they're talking. But the mother and the father always say they're fine, they're doing some gardening, they're quite happy. But I'm sure if you were there, it'd be a slightly different picture.